This is Dr.RED Panda.
Did you know? In 18th century Europe, some noblewomen, in their pursuit of perfectly pale skin, would smear themselves daily with arsenic and mercury, substances that slowly poisoned them. Some even lost their lives, and not even their closest family members could do anything to save them. In an era that prized elegance and social status, beauty became a gamble between life and death. Every application of makeup was a challenge to one's very existence, and each noblewoman wrote a wild and deadly legend of beauty with her own life. I'm Dr. Red Panda, and today we will uncover the secrets of those who were willing to sacrifice everything for their appearance, and reveal the dark history hidden behind the glittering luxury. Deadly obsession with pale skin. In 18th century Europe, noblewomen's pursuit of pale, flawless skin reached almost fanatical levels. They believed that the color of their skin not only reflected personal beauty but also represented their family's status and social standing. Smooth, unblemished whiteness became a symbol of elegance and rank, driving these women to risk their lives by using a variety of toxic chemicals to lighten their skin. The most common whitening powders contained arsenic and mercury. Arsenic would slowly damage internal organs, causing severe problems in the digestive and nervous systems, while mercury could lead to hair loss, loose teeth, and even neurological disorders. Despite these obvious dangers, many noblewomen applied these powders day after day, believing that only then could they achieve the flawless skin they saw in the mirror. Makeup became a deadly race. Each application was a direct challenge to their own survival. To hide the damage and wrinkles caused by these chemicals, they also used various masks and beauty formulas, often provided by doctors or alchemists, promising to whiten skin and remove blemishes. These concoctions frequently contained dangerous ingredients. At lavish dinners, a noblewoman might smile gracefully, her fan moving lightly in her hand, her skin appearing smooth and flawless, while beneath the surface, her body endured the slow, poisonous assault of chemical treatments. Beauty became both a physical torment and a symbol of status and power. Some women pushed their pursuit even further, developing extreme methods. Thick layers of powder were applied indoors, with masks or wigs hiding the chemical damage, creating a luxurious yet hazardous disguise. Certain noblewomen manipulated clothing, lighting, and surroundings to ensure their skin appeared perfect under every condition. Each application, each powder layer was a gamble with their health, a literal dance with death. This deadly obsession spread through the upper echelons of society, forming a unique cultural phenomenon. Noblewomen endured pain and chronic poisoning to maintain a pale complexion, while doctors and alchemists supplied formulas and techniques, making the process appear scientific and reliable. Across Europe's elite circles, beauty, power, and life itself became entangled in a dangerous competition, with countless bodies silently consumed by chemical toxins beneath the glittering surface of luxury. The dark science behind beauty. As the European aristocracy indulged in luxury and elaborate social rituals, the beauty craze reached unprecedented heights. Women in the courts and upper classes quickly realized that pale, smooth skin was more than a mark of beauty. It determined their standing at balls, dinners, and social gatherings, even influencing marriage prospects and family prestige. Beauty became both a social obligation and a secret gamble with life and death. Advances in chemistry provided new tools for achieving the ideal complexion, but they also carried enormous risks. Alchemists and physicians claimed they could scientifically create perfect skin, using formulas containing arsenic, mercury, and mineral powders. Short-term use could make skin glow like porcelain, erasing wrinkles and blemishes. Yet long-term effects included chronic poisoning and organ damage, hair loss, loose teeth, mouth ulcers, neurological disorders, and even premature death. Aristocratic women applied thick layers of powder daily, placing beauty above their own health, each cosmetic application a dangerous experiment. The methods were equally extreme. Women would leave thick masks on overnight, often secured with bandages, to ensure maximum absorption. Some formulas even combined plant toxins or heavy metal powders to enhance whitening effects. Beneath skin that appeared flawless and porcelain smooth, their bodies were silently being corroded. At social events, they maintained graceful smiles, fans in hand to hide redness or chemical damage, an agony almost no one could see. Beauty was not merely personal choice. It was a reflection of societal pressure. The upper classes created a brutal competition. The whitest, most flawless skin gained the most attention and respect at every gathering. Young women were compelled to learn mask recipes, chemical formulas, and elaborate care rituals, turning the aristocratic circles into a triangle of chemistry, beauty, and power. Beauty was no longer safe, it was a hidden cost of a luxurious lifestyle. Historical records show many young women died prematurely from prolonged use of toxic cosmetics. Autopsies revealed severe liver and kidney damage and neurological disorders, leaving families powerless to intervene. Yet, the chemical beauty craze persisted. The next generation had little choice but to continue. Physicians and alchemists constantly introduced new formulas, promising rapid whitening or spot removal, often accelerating physical harm. Vanity and social pressure drove this deadly beauty race to ever greater extremes. This obsession reshaped not only women's appearances but also the cultural landscape. It exposed the harsh reality behind luxury. The balance between beauty and health was shattered, and the desire for perfect skin became a wager with life itself. Behind the glittering balls of the aristocracy lay countless bodies slowly consumed by toxins, lives quietly eroded. This was the dark truth of aristocratic chemical beauty. The contradictions of the Middle Ages. As aristocratic women's pursuit of perfect appearances grew increasingly extreme, beauty practices extended beyond chemical powders and masks to far more drastic and dangerous measures: early cosmetic surgery and the use of facial masks. In European courts and high society, appearance became almost the sole measure of a woman's status. To meet these ideals, noblewomen endured physical torment and even risked their lives. Masks became a unique beauty tool. Made of wax, fabric, or metal, they could conceal blemishes while presenting the perfect visage at social events. Some masks were even infused with medicinal or chemical substances, temporarily smoothing the skin. While this mask beauty method could instantly transform a woman's appearance, long-term use often caused skin infections, inflammation, or even nerve damage. At opulent banquets, these women would smile gracefully behind their masks, concealing the pain, swelling, and chronic injuries beneath. At the same time, early cosmetic surgery quietly emerged. Physicians and alchemists attempted to reshape facial features, correct noses, or remove wrinkles. These procedures were usually performed without anesthesia or sterilization, and infections and fatalities were common. Noblewomen willingly risked surgery rather than lose social competitiveness. Cosmetic surgery became an extension of luxury living, but also a covert form of social pressure. Those who failed to maintain perfection could be deemed inelegant, with repercussions for marriage prospects and family prestige. This extreme beauty culture transformed not only appearances but also daily life. Many aristocratic women devoted most of their time to masks, chemical lotions, and surgeries, turning their bodies into experimental sites and their lives into endless routines of beauty. Their spirits were taxed by societal expectations and self-imposed demands, while death, infection, and chronic injuries cast a shadow over their luxurious existence, often hidden behind the elegant facade of high society. The trend also gave rise to a beauty hierarchy. In elite circles, attractiveness was tied not only to wealth and rank but also to social reputation. Young women were trained from childhood in beauty techniques and chemistry, gradually acclimating to masks, surgeries, and daily powder rituals. Court balls and social gatherings became stages to test their efforts, where failure brought both physical and psychological consequences. Historical records recount noblewomen suffering severe complications or even dying prematurely from masks and early cosmetic procedures. Their beauty was an intricate weave of luxury and danger, a product of societal vanity and personal expectation. Masks and surgeries altered appearances while revealing the extreme definitions of female beauty and the distorted social culture of the era. This frenzied beauty craze left a dark legacy for the future of cosmetic science and makeup. Aristocratic women's bodies became experimental grounds, and the intertwining of luxury, vanity, and peril created one of Europe's most shocking and astonishing chapters in history. Poison and the law, the price of beauty. As chemical cosmetics and early cosmetic surgeries reached extreme levels, the pursuit of beauty among aristocratic women began to collide with the boundaries of law and society. Many formulas and masks contained deadly ingredients, and prolonged use led to chronic poisoning, organ failure, and neurological damage. Doctors and alchemists, driven by fame or profit, often ignored these risks, while noblewomen, compelled by vanity and social pressure, willingly took the gamble. Beauty was no longer a simple enhancement. It had become a hidden, lethal danger. This danger eventually drew the attention of society and the law. Certain cities and royal courts began restricting the use of specific chemicals and even issued bans on cosmetics containing arsenic or mercury. Physicians were held accountable for their formulas, and noblewomen's beauty practices gradually came to be seen as potential public safety hazards. Yet the tension between law and reality was obvious. The pressures of luxurious living and social competition often rendered these bans ineffective. Women continued to secretly purchase and use dangerous powders and potions, all to maintain flawless skin at balls and social events. During this period, the link between beauty and poison grew ever closer. Masks, chemical lotions, and cosmetic procedures all carried potential threats to life. Many aristocratic women found their bodies gradually eroded by chronic illness and frequent accidents as they pursued perfection. Historical records abound with cases of young women dying prematurely from toxic masks or failed cosmetic procedures. Their deaths were often concealed beneath the veneer of elegant social life, becoming a hidden and deadly part of aristocratic culture. Even more cruelly, few could escape this beauty race. Young women were taught from childhood that flawless skin was essential, with social rank, marriage prospects, and prestige directly tied to appearance. Refusing dangerous beauty practices meant marginalization, while participating could cost health or even life. Chemical beauty in the aristocracy became a luxurious gamble. Every application of powder, every mask, every surgical procedure was a wager with one's own existence. The intertwining of poison and law left a lasting warning for future generations. While advances in science and medicine eventually regulated the safety of cosmetics and medical aesthetics, the luxury and vanity of that era remain a shocking historical lesson. It exposes the extreme societal demands placed on women's beauty and shows how, when vanity, power, and experimental science converge, human life can be disregarded to astonishing degrees. Ultimately, the struggle between poison and law marked a turning point in aristocratic chemical beauty. It revealed not only the price of luxury but also prompted reflection. Is beauty truly a pleasure, or a deadly contest for which one wagers life itself? The women who pursued flawless skin beneath masks, chemical powders, and surgical tools left behind some of history's darkest and most haunting legacies. Modern legacy, beauty and controversy. In the modern era, women's approaches to beauty have become far safer than in the past, yet the pursuit of attractiveness remains deeply controversial. Advances in science and medicine have made cosmetics, skincare, and plastic surgery more regulated. Harmful substances are strictly controlled, and surgical risks have been greatly reduced. However, societal expectations for female appearance have not disappeared. Beauty is still closely tied to confidence, social standing, and even career success. In some countries, the beauty industry has reached unprecedented prosperity. From skincare and makeup to minimally invasive treatments and full cosmetic surgeries, the market now touches nearly every aspect of life. Women not only strive for fair, smooth, and youthful skin, but also craft their overall image through clothing, hairstyles, and lifestyle choices. These multidimensional standards of beauty create new pressures. Modern women are expected not only to live healthily, but also to continuously invest in their appearance. So, how do you see it? Does modern society's definition of beauty liberate women, or does it continue to constrain them? How do you perceive the connection between beauty and danger, power and pressure throughout history and today? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's explore together this fascinating and thought-provoking journey of beauty from past to present. And that's a wrap for this episode of the video. I'm Dr. Red Panda. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Until next time, take care.